Alrighty, a horrific ass trade recap. Man, today was brutal. Honestly, looking back at it, do I really regret taking this? I wouldn't really say so. I don't. I'm not too sure. We'll do a deep dive and see if I really do regret taking this or not. But yeah, it looked pretty good to me. So I guess I'll just review this. This is fucking terrible, bro. Terrible, literally terrible. Anyways, coming into the day, I was actually bearish. If I just show the 4 hour real quick, we don't really have much on the 4 hours, so it's nothing much to discuss. The only thing we have is this 4 hour gap right there. But besides that, the only reason I'm bearish is because you can see here the new all-time high we get a nice push down lower, we reject out of this gap, then we also reject out of here. This was also OTE, or premium, of this range that we created, and then we inverse this hourly to the downside. Now we are still struggling to get more of a reaction, or not a reaction, but a closure below this gap here. So this is something I'm pretty concerned about. Before just full boarding shorts, I want to get some type of high time frame confirmation set up. Now if we inverse this gap, it would be a different story. I would look to take any type of short, really any type of short to this low right here, but pretty confident this morning that we were going to hit this low. So I was bearish. Wasn't really any case scenario I would be bullish unless if we decided to hold this gap, get a push up higher, get a 5 or 15 minute continuation model. That's what I'd be up to. But really, I was just looking for a continuation model to the downside, targeting. Dude, this fucking chair, man, won't shut up. It's just squeaking. But yeah, I was really just looking for this low right there. So I think before I move on, yeah, ES pretty much look the same. The only thing is we have an SMT at this low here, but it doesn't really matter to me. I'm still bearish until we hit this low on at least one asset. So 15 minute, we already are tapped into a 15-minute gap, so I can't really see much of a manipulation higher. So that's something I was kind of curious about, seeing how we're going to play off of open. With that being the case, we also rejected out of a 5-minute. I don't really see us running all the way up to any premium gaps, like this 5-minute all the way up here, or the 15-minute all the way up here before getting short. So really just any type of manipulation or continuation I'm open to take. But scaling down to the 1 minute, I do like this a lot. We formed some low resistance up here to the upside, so what I would like to see is market open manipulation higher, which I didn't really know if we were going to get. I thought we were just going to straight, knife candle all the way down here, but we actually got it. Now we failed, this is pretty important, because we failed to take out the final buy side right here. And we left a 930, a huge 930 wick up here, which also ended up forming an hourly, untapped hourly gap, as you can see right there. Boom, we started forming that. I don't understand why the fuck this chair is squeaking so damn much, bro. It's getting on my damn nerves. What else? We did get a nice pre-market short. I actually like this a lot. It was this 2-minute right there. Now, if this wasn't pre-market, I probably would have taken this. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to say that. It's kind of a gambling trade. It's more like an eval play. But since market open was like 2 minutes away, 4 minutes away, whatever, I mean, it's pretty obvious we're going to get some type of manipulation, or a high chance of that happening, which ended up happening, of course. So, now here, if we did get an entry here off this 1 minute, just because we swept these, these lows, we have pretty much bouncing off this. It's not even really trend line because you can't take this out. I don't even know what to call this. It's like we tapped the shit 3 times, 4 times, whatever, and then expecting to push up higher here. This just, I mean, it looks good here, but if you're using your higher time frame analysis, you would see we still have this one low that I said I was looking for all morning. I just really was fixated on this low here. I was very confident in getting hit. We have an hourly backing that up. We have equilibrium from up here all the way until down here. And we also have some other gaps, such as the 15-minute. Yeah, pretty oh, that was a bad stutter. Pretty self-explanatory target here. I mean, there's really nothing much else to say about it. That's all I'm looking for. So any setups that we get before taking this low out, I really don't care about, and I'd rather just fade all of them. So We resweep this low. We get a, what is that, a 1 minute IFEG to the upside. Still not convinced. Don't like this at all. It ends up losing, failing horribly. Now boom, we took this low out here. Let me see if there's anything that happened on the 30-second up here. Okay, so we did present this 30-second. Now why I don't like this, even though we took this low out finally, is, well, first let's look at ES. So ES actually did take these equal lows, which is also London session out. We have a massive SMT from this low up until this low right there. So that's something I do like. Now the only thing that I don't like about this setup in particular is strictly because, I mean, it's one of those setups where as soon as you get the entry, you have another gap. Just wait, just, you know, right there, right for the taking. So I don't like that. I can definitely see myself taking this and just going break even like pretty quickly, but I'd rather just wait for this entire leg to get inverse than do that. So wasn't really convinced on that one. Damn, we had a huge 15-second right there. So yeah, the 1 minute, there was no 1 minute at all. There was this tiny 1 minute all the way up there, not even noticeable. So again, don't care about that. But dump lower and lower and lower. Now one thing I do not like about this right here is we edged, not really edged, but we just fell pretty short of this untapped hourly. This is the more discounted one, which aligned with premium, I mean not premium, sorry, with discount, the OTE, pretty well. That's pretty unfortunate. It was also an untapped 15 minute. That would have been amazing. I would have full ported if we got that, but no. So I was kind of skeptical about this a little bit, just a tad bit. Do have a low time frame and SMT right there. Now this 1 minute looks pretty nice. I was down to take this and go break even, excuse me, somewhere up here, or maybe once we hit that 30-second gap again, but the entry was just way too high in premium, so I did not like that. I mean, essentially your stop loss has to be all the way down here, or I mean, you're gonna be a little bit more risky right there, but I really don't like this at all. So stayed out of this. And one thing I should have known, or I kind of did know this, we started to form trend line. I think we actually made it equal highs up here. Let me check. Okay, so we took this, we didn't end up forming trend line here, but we made equal highs up here, and then this is when we started forming trend line. So we get a retrace, not really convinced on anything. I was kind of just really desperate for a trade just because last week we only got one good solid setup on Monday, and then all the rest of the setups we got were break even, so maybe that's why I was so fixated on longs. But I do see a 30-second, which in the moment for some reason didn't even look too good to me. It just had my attention. I don't know what about it. It just had my attention. I think I just saw, you know, I was anticipating longs for the longest. We haven't at this point in time we have an untapped hourly up here, 930 wick, relatively equal highs. We just formed fresh equal highs right there. So I'm just pretty much ready to take any type of entry, right? But I didn't end up taking this. Gladly I didn't. If anything, you know, at best it was a break even because we formed equal highs up here. So once we didn't, usually you would go break even when we take this out, but once we form equal highs, it's pretty obvious we're going to get a manipulation lower before running up to those equal highs. So faded this one. Very glad that I did. Really shit setup. If you look at the 1 minute, there's really nothing. We're just barely delivering off of what? I don't even know if we swept this low or not. But we do have a 1 minute, like I just showed, a 2 minute gap right there, as well as a 3 minute. So honestly, just looking for any type of good manipulation lower. And here, this is what I liked. Pretty clean move down. Tapped into the 50% mark of this miniature range right here that we put in from this low up until this high. Pretty clean 1 minute. We don't really have anything on the 30-second, I think. Well, obviously it aligns with this 1 minute right there, but I'm talking about anything like up here. We don't have any 2 minutes, any 3 minutes, or anything else really holding back this trade. So once we got this 1 minute, I was down to take it. It looked pretty nice in my opinion. ES, we didn't have any 5 minute gaps. Oh shit, well ES did. NQ didn't, but ES did. I don't like this. What is this, a volume imbalance? Some shit like that. I don't like this. I can't really tell if we respect that 5 minute or not. But I mean, yeah. NQ didn't have any 5 minutes, unfortunately. Would have been much more better if it did. But we just had to go based off the 1, 2, and 3 minute, which was good enough. I like that. Here's the trend line I was talking about. And I think we also formed another set. Oh, it's right there. I just missed it. We formed another set of equal highs. So double equal highs, untapped hourly above, relatively equal highs up here, 930 wick. Then this is 930 wick right there. Trend line. This, I was just so confident in the targets, and I guess, I don't know. I really don't know what else I could have possibly waited for. I just had so much conviction that these highs would get hit. So it's not really like I can, oh, I'm going to wait for a resweep. Like, this looked good enough for me to take. So, I guess I feel like the one thing I could have done was gone break even once we started to form this trend line. I wasn't really focused on going break even because I fucked up my risk. Okay, I fucked up my risk. I was trading my alpha accounts on Trade-O-Vate. Some bullshit. You gotta put in, like, if you're trading 3 or 4 accounts, whatever, you gotta like multiply your risk by 4. And so it was just all fucked up. My brain was kind of scattered all over the place. I wasn't really expecting a setup. I was just chilling, and then that's honestly my fault. Lack of awareness and alertness. So that's completely on me, but yeah, should have definitely went break even here. And yeah, man, this should just lost. But damn, that sucks. We didn't even really resweep this low or anything like that. Hold on, give me a minute. Alright, we didn't really resweep this low. We did get another entry here, which I liked a lot because we kind of bounced out. We didn't really respect this BPR, but we did bounce out of this discounted gap, hitting OTE of this range again. Not again, but you know what I mean. Just retesting discount. Went even further down, and then this looks much more V-shaped than this, and it looks really, really nice. Like, the only thing is the entry like happened all the way up here. So it's, I mean, you could have still taken it technically, just gone break even at the equal highs, but which it would have been break even anyways. But it's just a really bad setup, in my opinion. The entry is just way too far off. Even the 2-minute right here, close all the way up there. I don't think we really got anything on 3-minute. But yeah, it's quite unfortunate. Ended up chopping some more after that big move, and I'm gonna just play out the rest on the 5-minute because it's pretty unfortunate. We end up resweeping this low here. Still have yet to sweep out this low, or not resweep, but take out this untapped hourly below. So we haven't really even bounced out of anything significant. It's not like, besides the OT of this wick right there, but on the 5-minute, but we really haven't just bounced out of anything. Like, there's not any untapped gap that we just wanted to go to, or like we didn't take any like significant DOLs or anything like that. We just chopped up within these 2 5-minute candle ranges and fucking distributed out of nowhere. This is not even distribution. This is straight chop work, but we still ran up to those targets, and then boom, hit the 930 high. Literally the only thing I was really looking for today, besides this low, but yeah, man, that's pretty unfortunate. It sucks a lot, but it is what it is. See, just fucking hate losing trades to start off the first day of the week. It's annoying, but yeah, it's whatever. Let's see, any critiques? Every other setup here, like the setup here, we already discussed how it's not good at all, and why you should fade this one, because we had that sell side beneath us. That was the main objective, and to me, this draw is stronger than this draw. Like, all these draws combined, how do I put this into words? Like, to me, in my opinion, this right here, just considering that we're already bearish, we inversed the hourly, respected it. I think we respected an hourly BPR as well. Let me check. Yeah, respected the hourly BPR. Like, in the moment, okay, before we take the sell side out, like when we're right here, this DOL is much more better than these relatively equal highs / 930 wick to the upside, just because we're already in a bearish high time frame structure. So it just makes much more sense for this to get taken out. But once this gets taken out, then this becomes the number 1 DOL up here. So that's why I didn't like this one. We gave an entry here, but it's pretty much invalid because it's just way too high up. Would have been a break even at best. Made equal highs, started chopping up, made another set of equal highs, started chopping up. Now we didn't get really much any fair value gaps over here, so that's one thing I was looking out for. Besides this 30-second, which I did not really like. I don't even know why this was a thought in my head to take this. I have no idea why. Probably just getting desperate. But this 1 minute, to me, it looked clean strictly because we tapped into EQ of this range, rejected out of the 1, 2, and 3 minute. Got a nice 1 minute IPGT upside to the upside. I really thought we could just run this and just go straight up, but was wrong. Got caught in the chop, the great chop of the April 2026. Yeah, I mean, I feel a little bit better knowing that the draw was right, and I didn't take something that was just completely wrong. But yeah, this does really, really suck. But anyways, come back. We'll see how the rest of this week goes, and yeah, I'm gonna end this off here. Peace.